Alright, good morning. So, we're at Cateel River mouth, and this is the Cateel main river, also known as Rio Grande del Cateel. And just a few steps away, and now behind me is the Pacific Ocean. And these guys are Bantay Dagat, or the guards of the beach. Primarily they're watching over sea turtle nests. And we're glad to know that we have leatherback nest here. The last one was not really recorded, but the old people told me that the last one was seen 1990s. So yeah. So that's the first nest now, and then there's another one, maybe about 300 meters away. We're trying to look at it because this one has been hit by the water for the last couple of weeks, and we'll set a schedule to excavate the eggs. Just try to look at it, take some measurements, temperature and everything. Yeah. Okay, that was a challenging walk. This is the second nest. As you can see, the trucks has been washed off by the water. Yeah. But it's all okay. And this is Matt Rutledge, right?
Yes, sir.
He's a researcher from UP, right?
Yes, I am.
And he came over here specifically for the leatherback's nests. Whew.
Yeah, these. So these three nests here are only the 10th, 11th, and 12th confirmed nests in the Philippines. So
10th, 11th, and 12th.
Yeah. So
is that a great number for a single place?
Well, no, but it's also any at all right now, because these animals are critically endangered, is very significant. And my suspicion is that there's a lot more nesting that goes on, and it's just unreported, because it not only requires somebody to see the nest, but then they have to, recognize what it is, report it to the, relevant authorities, and then the authorities have to report it in a public forum where we'd be able to find it. We're working on kind of trying to develop a system where the reports will come to us faster, and then we can monitor the nests more actively.
Yeah, I'll sure be 100% part of that system.
Please.
Yeah.
Every person helps.
So, this is the third nest.
I think probably right here. Based on the size of the crater.
You think this is also a leatherback?
Yeah.
Because there's big mounds.
Yeah, but he has footage of it from when the tracks were fresh. So it's definitely a leatherback as well.
It was just washed off with water, right?
Yeah.
So this is a mound over here, and that's a deep pit. Matt says it's possibly in there, or
it's either there or there.
Yeah, or also here. Because it's just too bad that the tracks was washed off. But so Matt's taking a GPS coordinates. Ano na pangalan mo, Bart? Rosel. Huh? Hebrano. Now these are the beach watchers, warriors. So we got a big team over here. We can depend that this nest will be protected for the next generation. So
Yeah, so this is the most recent one. This is from the 4th?
yeah.
Yeah, so 4th of September. Which is interesting. She the female that laid these 3 nests is pretty fast by
You mean there's only one female that laid these 3 nests?
most likely, given how close they are to one another.
Oh, okay.
So they'll come back and lay several nests in a season.
Really?
And she is a little bit quick. So normally they take about 10 days. She's taking about 8 in between nests. It's not unheard of, but it's a little bit faster than the average.
So okay, all we need to do now is to excavate and get some data on it, temperatures and everything.
Well, once the nest is hatched, we can proceed with the excavation.
Oh, okay.
Or when it's hit 70 days.
70
right
days.
now, we're probably not too worried about temperatures right now. Temperature might be something that we monitor next year. If I
Next
can
year.
get the funding to place some temperature loggers out here in the sand, we can bury them at the nest depth and then monitor them throughout the season and see what the temperature is like. And then we can also place them, if we have more nests, we can place them inside the nest.
Oh, okay.
Previously, you had to put them in and dig them up, but there's a company right now that's working on Bluetooth ones, where you just walk up to the nest and boop, on your phone. And we'll tell you what the temperature is, which is much more convenient.
And you know what? For what I've noticed, we've been talking for several hours now. This is starting to sound like National Geographic.
I mean,
Are we getting close to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's real conservation work, real important stuff. And like I said, this is pretty rare here in the Philippines. We don't know a lot about how this species operates here. And as far as I've been able to find, nobody even has footage of hatchling leatherbacks from the Philippines yet. So if we manage to actually see and photograph and video hatchling leatherbacks here, that'll be huge. It'll be a first for the country. So
you're saying this is pretty rare in the Philippines, and
Yes.
that makes Cateel one of the rarest place for sea turtle to nest.
I mean, certainly very, very important.
So this turtle alone put us on a map.
Absolutely.
That leatherback.
Yes.
That's a leatherback.
turtles.
That's really rare. And please, let it be known, Cateel has 3 nests for leatherbacks in the last decade. What? Right?
Well, 3 nests here in Cateel just this year. So
And that's very rare.
yeah.
And we're here to protect it. Woo!
Also very unique in kind of their life cycle, the way that they go through their lives. Most sea turtles stay pretty close to coastal waters. Leatherbacks travel a lot more in the open ocean. I often describe them as more like a sperm whale than they are like a sea turtle, because they dive very deep. They can dive over 1 kilometer, and they feed pretty exclusively on like soft-bodied invertebrates, so mostly jellyfish, but other floating organisms, things like salps, certain types of tunicates, squid or octopus, rarely, but mostly jellies. So they're important in controlling jellyfish populations, they're important in spreading nutrients, and they travel across the world, so you can have animals that nest here and feed in California for a couple of years at a time. So they're one of the farthest traveled animals on the earth. Outside of birds and potentially some whales, they probably travel further than just about any other animal. They also have really interesting hearts and circulation. Their circulatory system basically they can stay warmer than the water around them, which makes them different from just about every other reptile on the planet. They are constantly swimming, and so their muscles in their chest and their upper flippers are always warm. And when the blood leaves their heart, it actually passes through there on its way to other parts of their body. So by doing that, and by passing it back through on the way back, the blood gets warmed on the way out and warmed on the way back in. And it keeps them about 10 degrees warmer than the water around them. One of the reasons that they dive so deep is when they're in the tropics, that helps them maintain their temperature. So when the females have been up nesting, you know, she's obviously her blood keeps her nice and warm in the water, but when she's out of the water, she's kind of overheating. So when she goes back in, she'll go swim out to deep water and then dive super deep and sit down below and let the cold water at great depth cool her body. They're in the top handful of deepest diving air-breathing animals. The only things that I'm aware of that can dive deeper than them are sperm whales and potentially elephant seals. After that, yeah, they're number one. The most recent record is about 1.4 kilometers down. So
that's
extremely deep. Most of the time their feeding keeps them in the top 100 or 200 meters of the water column. Still quite deep, but you know, relatively shallow by comparison. They're also the fastest swimming reptile. They can get up to speeds approaching about 20 knots.
Oh.
So they could outrun pretty much any bunker around here if they want
small
to.
boats can be outrun.
Yeah. Yeah, they're incredibly unique animals. They've been around since the dinosaurs were around. They're not super closely related to all of the other pawikan. The other sea turtles, the other 6 species, all come from one group, and the leatherbacks come from another. And their last common ancestor, there were dinosaurs walking around.
Yeah, it could be Loch Ness.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because there's no hard shell. It's all just thick skin at the back, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much, I mean, it could be Loch Ness.
Kaadlaw bago in pag mangitlog yang ko ang gaton pinakaadlaw bago ito sa iyan.
What's the incubation period of the eggs of the leatherback?
So the leatherback, it's between 55 and 70 days. So the first nest that we have down here is just getting into the time period when it should be hatching soon. The nests at the nearest major nesting area in West Papua in Indonesia hatch on about the 62nd or 63rd day on average. So we would expect about 63 days for 63 days after laying here. But depends on the weather. If it's cooler, it will generally take longer. If it's hotter, it can be faster. And
so is there a chance that we have to dig it up and might measure it, since the water has already put some inches of sands on top of the nest? That could be dangerous for the eggs, for the hatchlings.
The possibility exists, but I think that the best thing to do at this point is to leave it go and try and let it hatch naturally. If we start getting up to the 70-day mark, we can do an excavation then.
Okay.
But we want to give them every chance to hatch naturally.
Oh.
Stuff like a little bit of shifting sand, over the course of the season. If you're talking about like 10 or 15 centimeters of sand, that's not going to make a huge difference to the hatchlings. If it was 50 centimeters, it might. But even then, I mean, they do have to come out with enough energy to run down the whole beach and then swim for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So chances are good that they would manage to get out. The more serious concern with that is that it changes the temperature inside the nest. But again, by that point in the development, because the earthquake and everything and the water washing over the nest happened quite late, the temperature of the eggs themselves, because they start to kind of emit heat as they are developing, should probably have maintained it reasonably well, even if there was a little bit of extra sand added.
Yeah, okay.
Yang
Ining gato na pawikan, pila gid kabuok yang normal na itlog nila. Pila kabuok.
They're asking the average numbers of eggs that the leatherback lay in one nest.
So leatherbacks usually lay between about 70 and 100 up to 120. But the rate of hatching is much lower in leatherbacks. So you might only see if in a nest of 100 you might only see 50 of the eggs actually successfully hatch.
About 50%, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there. I mean, like it
That's a high
varies pretty
mortality.
wildly. Certain beaches it's lower, certain beaches it's higher, but their hatch and emergence rates are much lower than the other species. You know, whereas the other ones it's like 90+% in most cases. For the leatherbacks, it's generally anywhere from I would say the average range is from about 30 to about 60%. There's biological reasons for it, and there's also reasons to deal with potentially climate change, but it's something that's still being studied.
It's a good thing that we have it here. We can study that.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why the excavations are important too.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why we dig up the nests after the fact, because we want to figure out what percentage of the eggs actually hatch. Particularly when you're dealing with a species like this, sometimes there's an argument to be made for doing incubation in a hatchery or in conditions where you can kind of control things a little bit more. But honestly, at this point, this is such a rare phenomenon. This is why we're doing the on-the-ground research now. We're trying to figure out what the best method is and what the best way forward is.
Okay. Oh, Matt, they're saying that it's been a long time since there's a leatherback here, and we got a witness. Ano nagaw pangalan mo, Jo? Lidyo Manog. Una na tuig yung last mo ikita nga ni. Si Tinta, so mga 60 ka tuig na.
Oo.
So
Sila ito dyan.
so it's been
Tama ka, 75.
It's been 60 years since that guy saw the last leatherback nest. So that's really impressive that we have it. We have 3 nests here right now.
Yeah, it's also really good information that we know that they've been coming here for that long. Because obviously the oldest records that I have access to that I can confirm are from 2013. So it's really useful to know that we have records going back to, I guess, the 1960s, 1970s time period. It shows that there's a consistent nesting population here. Obviously, it's not very high density here in Cateel, at least not right now. It's a very positive indicator for leatherbacks in the Philippines that there have been nests here, that it's consistent. So it's very encouraging to me. It encourages me to keep looking and keep exploring. You know, shows the importance of conservation. It's obviously, you know, it's very, very likely that the 2 leatherbacks that we're talking about are related to one another, whether it's mother and daughter, you know, grandmother and granddaughter,
Yeah,
great
because
grandmother and great granddaughter. Either way,
back then there's no protection against poaching of the leatherback eggs. Even the meat has been harvested every year for sure by the locals. But now we're thankful that you're here, and in behalf of all of us from Cateel, we would like to ask you to come back and hopefully stay here to do the study more of this species.
I mean, I would love to.
Yeah.
I've only been here, gosh, less than 24 hours, and I'm falling in love with Cateel. So I mean, you don't really have to twist my arm to come back here. It's absolutely
But just want to make sure you're falling in love with the place, not with somebody, okay? Because I know you got a girlfriend.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay. So thank you so much, Matt. We'll talk again later. So Matt,
Yeah.
I know you're watching over your diet, right?
Yeah.
But I would suggest you have to forget it. With this alone,
I think I might.
do you know how to eat it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, great. But somehow you have some fibers over here. That's good enough. So this is the first. Welcome to Cateel, Matt.
Thank you so much.
There will be more days of adventures for the both of us.
Yes, absolutely.
Come on, let's eat. So it's late in the afternoon, and we're going to search a sea turtle nest that they released yesterday's hatchling. And
The skulls might have gotten to it before us.
the what?
The dogs.
The dogs? How many did you release yesterday?
I mean, probably 100. So,
Oh.
I mean, but it looks like somebody's been at it, trying to get in. We'll give it a shot. Oh yeah, the dogs may have gotten into it.
You mean there's no more shells?
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't see shells. But the dogs
There's supposed to be some leftovers,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. There would definitely be something left over.
Is there any chance that some of the hatchlings can come up late, maybe about 3 days after the main
Yeah, it's possible.
clutch? Really?
It's possible.
And they still survive?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
So you got it?
There's one.
So those are the remnants?
Yeah.
Eggshells?
This is.
That's a
That's
shell.
an egg that got some sort of bacteria or something in it.
Because of the
That-
color?
Yeah. That color won't happen on a naturally incubated egg.
Oh, really?
So that's an unhatched, unknown. We'll go through all of them once we have everything out.
Oh, now you got the main clutch.
Yeah.
You got one over there. Fully intact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Also the same one. Wait, it's alive!
Oh yeah. He's alive. He's
Oh,
alive.
wow.
Yeah, this one's sadly not.
Yeah, so that one's just moved.
Yeah.
See?
No, he'll
Don't release it. We have to take care of it.
No, we'll give him.
Give it a
We
chance.
put him in a bit of water.
Yeah.
He's probably dehydrated right now.
This one's alive. He's been there for more than 24 hours after hatching.
Yeah. It happens from time to time. The little ones get buried underneath the ones that are emerging. Because all the ones climbing up pull sand down into the nest. He's not.
Yeah, just clean him up first, and then.
He's a little bit dehydrated, but he's not. He's definitely not the worst I've seen. He seems reasonably alert. He's just tired.
Whoa, moved. Is there a chance for that to live, to survive?
I think so.
Is
I
it
think
underdeveloped? See
No.
The belly?
No. So it's just that's just a sign of a little bit of dehydration.
Oh, okay.
If he was really, really like concave, that's very dehydrated. But you can see he's still got just a little bit of yolk sac right here. So this is the turtle's belly button. That's where the yolk is attached. And he's got just the littlest bit of it left. If that was completely gone, it would be a little bit worse. But again, we'll see. We'll take him down to the water and see how he does. Okay, so pretty simple for counting these. Just grab my.
Count the big ones, right?
Well, yeah. Well, oh, he's determined.
He's determined for sure. I asked Kuya over there to bring some water.
Yeah.
Pwede na ito inablihan. Kaya para among butangan ta ng kuwan. Butangan ta ng gamay na tubig. Sige mo.
We'll try and count hatched shells first. Generally, if it's more than half of the shell, you'll count that as one. If it's less than half, we'll group a bunch of them together.
Okay.
So this one, they get kind of folded up too after the fact, but this is more than half of a shell. This is about 2/3, so that's 1, 2, and we just throw the counted shells back into the nest, and then the nutrients go back into the system.
That's great.
3.
We're gonna continue counting. Okay. What's your total number?
1 dead in nest. Hang on a second.
So you got great
There's about
number.
150 eggs in there. There's
150 eggs.
Yeah, there was.
So that's 60% of survival, right?
66, 67. I
Yeah.
think the dogs got a few.
60, and we got one live. Luckily, we rescued.
Yeah, I mean it's possible that some got out.
Yeah, possible.
So 143 hatch shells. So we got 32 unaccounted for. They may have made it out on their own, just in a second group.
Yeah.
That does happen sometimes.
Mhm.
And I guess we've got to assume that 136 made it out because there's 36 unaccounted for, and they're not around here. So either they made it out or they were predated, but we don't know which. We know for a fact that 36 of them made it safe to the water.
Between with 105 out of 150 eggs, 105 is a really good number. Matt, morning.
Morning.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the baby sea turtle didn't make it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just too weak. What I've noticed was the flippers wasn't really developed. It should have straightened up, right?
Yeah.
But it did not. So that's too bad. But at least its life got extended for a few hours.
Yeah, at least it didn't die in the dark.
Mhm.
I mean, could be worse.
Oh yeah, and my kids was really excited when they saw it. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So hoping next time we will have more and more baby sea turtles.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna take Matt all the way to the poblacion because he got some official business to take care of.
Yep.
So okay,
Mm-hmm.
you do your best for us. Thank you already. Okay, so the guy said that the fee is 25,
Okay.
and he knows where to drop you because there's only one dock over there.
Well, that makes it easier.
Yeah, so just take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. This would be our first video. I'm sure we're gonna have another more next time.
Definitely.
Yeah, take care, Matt.
All right, see you later.
Don't worry, you have a Boy Scout with you on the boat. Oh, take your time. Take your time in Poblacion. Have fun over there.
Will do.
Eat a lot of vegetables and fruits. See you soon.